retest point for Hindalco.
Okay, that's that on Hindalco. Just 20 seconds left to go, and today I guess would be a litmus test. Of course, we've gone in absolutely quiet in terms of a range. And from last week to now, we're down almost about 1,000 points. Let's see whether or how much the global weakness actually rubs off on us. Today, you're starting off on the back of hugely weak set of global cues and the first signs of an ease off in the Fab 7 or some of the tech names in the US also seems to be a little bit of a concern. The Nifty then, 0.3% lower, and that's an immediate breach of, or at least a test of that 25,400 print that you're seeing, and I think it's very swiftly taking off that mark too. 25,386 now, so it's an immediate move of over 100 points of a fall that you're seeing on the Nifty, 0.5% lower as we speak right now. 25,376 and still counting lower. I don't think it's settled in yet. So in the meantime, let's check in on what some of the stock-specific reactions are likely to be. Let's start off with the positive news first. Lupin should be reacting positively, hopefully, to its numbers. Look out for what that stock is going to do. Strong quarter with a 46% year-on-year North America growth. 1.25% higher for Lupin. Apollo Hospitals also. Healthco has managed to drive the margin expansion for them. Apollo Hospitals steady at that 7,800 odd level. Bharti, I think that block deal has happened, 3.5% lower now for Bharti as we speak. RVNL, remember it was supposed to be at that 3% discount to yesterday's close. RVNL, they won a 272 crore rupee order from Central Railways. Welspun Enterprise, 3,145 crore rupee BMC contract is what they won. And then LIC, wherein, they've posted strong operations this time around. The VNB margins are higher by almost about 145 basis points. Cummins as well, good numbers there. The revenues are higher by about almost 26%. And Triveni Engineering as well, it's managed to beat the estimates this time around. Not just Bharti, but look out for what United Spirits does. AkzoNobel, the revenues are lower by about almost 15% over there. So these are some of the stocks which, of course, are in focus this morning. I also want to check in on TVS Motors. They've inked an agreement to sell a stake in Rapido for 288 crore rupees. Look out for what that stock does. And of course, Infosys, they've developed their AI agent. They fixed November 14th as the record date for that 18,000 crore rupee buyback. So that's going to be the other stock which is also going to be in focus. And then, of course, Bajaj Housing, that came out with its numbers. Stable quarter for them. The commentary, though, in the conference call is a little bit cautious. So look out for what that stock does. Sai Life Sciences, Kirloskar Ferris, Indigo Paints, Aster DM, GSK Pharma, all of these have come out with their earnings. And then, of course, there's Amara Raja Batteries, wherein the EBITDA was down about 13.6%. There was Amber Enterprises. It's a big miss on the estimates. It's a net loss that they've posted. Amber is down 9.25% as we speak right now. And then ABB2, wherein the Q3 margins have come in at 15%. And the order inflow as well is lower, 3%, 3.6% lower for ABB as we speak right now. While the index seems to have settled at that 0.5% downtick mark. But yes, we've given up that 25,400 level.
Right, and joining ABB in the list of losers is Ola Electric, another 4% cut over there. Birlasoft on weak earnings, 3.25% lower over there as well. MCX, cuts of more than 4% coming in on that stock. The numbers were looking slightly tepid from MCX this time around, wherein their EBITDA has gone up only about 0.8% on a sequential basis. Revenue too very subdued. You have Amber Enterprises that continues to be under pressure, but some recovery from the low that we've seen on Amber Enterprise. It was lower by about 10%, so some nominal recovery coming in over there. Pressure continues to build on Bharti Airtel. We've seen that block deal of about 1% stake go through and a 3.2% cut on Bharti Airtel. Niva Bupa is another stock where we've seen a block deal, so that stock will continue to be in focus. Like Ayesha was mentioning, Aarti, Triveni, Linde India, good set of numbers, 3.5% uptick over there. Minda Corp, Cummins, Ather Energy, all of these stocks continue to do well, and Lupin also holding steady with a 1% gain. Kunal, your reading on the market, now we're sub that 25,400 mark as well. Where do we go from here? Is this the worst that we'll see today? And your reading and first trades, of course.